Well, this is one of the richest temperate places on earth in terms of wildflowers, and half the species you'll see in this bushland and throughout the southwest, right from Shark Bay right around to Esperance and Israelite Bay, are found nowhere else on the planet. So it's a unique heritage and a globally famous heritage now. Increasingly people have recognised it to the point that the southwest is regarded as a global biodiversity hotspot. That's not an accolade, it means places on earth richest in species found nowhere else, like we have a lot of here, that are under threat. And lots of the plants here, because of land clearing and urban development and that sort of thing, have less and less space to live. This poor fella is the subject of frequent confusion with Sydney wattle. This is a native wattle. It's called Acacia myrtifolia. Myrtifolia means leaves like myrtles, which are usually lance-shaped like this. And this one has, you might notice, we'll pass a few leaves around, it's got a single vein, whereas Sydney wattle has got two veins in the leaves. That's how you can identify them. A lot of the weeds we'll see in Albany come from South Africa, and this is one, South African lovegrass. It's one of the most noxious weeds in the wheat belt. Anyone want to guess about this? Is this a weed or a wildflower? It's a native, it's a weed. So that's a thing in the iris family, and it's called Orthoxanthos. It's a plant that the Menang people call mian. Doesn't look very exciting to you, but if you start digging at the base, plants that look dull and boring, when you get stuck into them, you'll learn that there's other things going on. That's the most brilliant red you can imagine. The Noongars have several legends about it because of the colour. So one in particular that relates to the red-tailed black cockatoo. Anything red in the bird life is connected to this plant. When it's fresh, it's this colour, but you know, you can eat tiny bits, and that's all I do. And if anyone wants to try it, if anyone likes chili, there is a real reason to know a little bit about weeds, because there's a South African plant that looks very much like this. It's in your book. It's got red flowers and it's toxic. It'll kill you if you just did what I did. So my number one rule with eating stuff is always wait for someone else to do it first. It's a wonderfully rich flora. It's endemic, meaning found nowhere else on earth, and it's under threat. So it needs special care and attention. And we have a wonderful opportunity because Aboriginal people with cultural knowledge of plants are still with us and willing to share their insights into how to care for this. So very exciting time, in fact, to be alive and interested in conservation.